hyped up, getting ready to take delivery of the vehicle. And long story short, they almost scammed me. All right, guys. So today we're going to be getting rid of one of those cars, right? And obviously we're going to be getting rid of, not the BMWs, we're going to be getting rid of the Volkswagen. Behind me is going to be a Volkswagen Taos. It's a 2021. We've had it for the past year and a half, almost 2 years. And Florida's having a heat wave, which is why I'm sweating storm up. But we're going to be getting rid of her car. And in this video, we're going to make two announcements. One, new car for the channel. Possibly another announcement that we'll tell you guys in a little bit. And we're going to be getting rid of this 2021 Volkswagen Taos. And the color is amazing. It's a pure gray color from Volkswagen. And we've had it for a little bit. We had it for about a year and a half, but I think it's time for something bigger and also more safe, right? But stay tuned. I'm gonna take you guys along and redo some things to the car. You'll see, slowly but slowly. And it's gonna be the next car on the channel, so you'll obviously see more of the G80, but you may see the new car once in a while here and there. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. And I know I mentioned about this when I was actually in South Carolina, so we're gonna jump into a couple clips from South Carolina, so you'll see that. All right, so Corey, you were there when I did the negotiations for the car, right? I'm putting a clip into the video that you guys are watching now from this past weekend. Corey, can you describe that? How that drive was with Miguel and me negotiating in the car?
Yeah, I don't even know how Ken even managed to be able to hold a conversation with the dealership while Miguel was absolutely ripping the X5. But Ken was able to use all of his negotiation tools to make sure he got the best deal on this car. They ended up giving him a really good value on his trade, a fair deal on their car, and they're actually delivering the car to Ken down in South Florida, which is really cool.
And one thing I wanted to mention too was that, yeah, Miguel was driving that car like he bought it and possibly stole it at the same time. Could you describe that that whole drive?
Well, Miguel certainly drives as if you have more than one life. I was seriously contemplating buying more life insurance before that trip ended, but we made it out okay for sure.
Yeah, so again, this video is more about what you see in the title and also the thumbnail. We got a new vehicle to the household, so other than that, we'll check back into the current video and we'll go from there. So the transporter is about 10 minutes away. He just called me. I'm excited. I know my wife is gonna love this and she deserves it, so stay tuned. Hey, how you doing? Good. It was good before, I seen the car here. So some issues, right? Your guy brought it down, no problem. The car has been repainted, for what it seems like. On the rear driver passenger door, there's orange peel everywhere, and it goes into the quarter panel to the bumper, and it's pretty bad. It's clear as day. I asked your sales advisor if there was any repaint on this vehicle. She said clean Carfax, which is fine, but just a clean Carfax doesn't mean that there's not. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, so I don't waste your guys' time. I do not want to do this deal.
They do need to do better. That's what I'm on. Don't waste your time.
Again, it's not your car.
I know, but
your job to drive the car, but this other guy was like, I called specifically to look at it.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. I can clear it, but I can speak for some part of it. I can tell. So
I got them calling me now. All right, as you guys saw early in the video, what we're going to be doing is taking delivery of that 2021 X5. I was excited because this is a car that I wanted to get my wife, and this is a car that we wanted to grow our family in, right? We all know BMWs are pretty safe when it comes to safety. All right, so earlier today, you saw that we were all hyped up, getting ready to take delivery of the vehicle. And long story short, they almost scammed me. So as I'm walking around the car, making sure the car is exactly what they told me over the phone was, because these guys drove 4 hours to deliver this vehicle to my house. And as I'm walking around looking at everything, I noticed a big problem. The rear driver's side door has been resprayed. Once I saw that, my heart sank, because I had my mother-in-law here. She was here with my wife, and she stayed a little longer just to see us take delivery of the car. And also my wife. She was seeing it, she was excited. It was the color she wanted, it was the color interior she wanted, and it was a BMW. It was her first BMW. And what I saw was that door was very, very poorly done. It was resprayed. You didn't have to be a genius to know that that car has been repainted. And looking at the rear quarter panel, the rear bumper, everything was horribly done. And on the non-M Sport package, the fenders, the black plastic fenders, you saw that there was overspray, there was paint markings on there. And I asked the sales advisor, and I told him specifically, if this had, or asked him, has this car ever been repainted? He told me no. And I also told him, if this car has ever been repainted, when I inspect it, when you guys bring it down, I'm gonna refuse delivery. And that's exactly what I did. I told the guy, and I called him up. I was actually pretty pissed. I was like, look, we got a big problem. The car has been repainted. It's clear as day. He goes, well, I sent you a video. I'm like, videos, you can't see that sometimes. You have to be able to inspect it in person. But as you can see right now, some of the photos, those are clear as day. You can see it. If I'm able to take a picture of it, you could definitely see it in person. So other than that, it's been a little bit disappointing, but stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna jump back into the vlog, and I'm gonna piece it to this video, and we're gonna be getting into another vehicle. And I'll explain that tomorrow, because right now it's about almost 10 o'clock. I got an early morning, and we'll pick it up tomorrow night. So other than that, stay tuned. All right, so it's the next day. It's been a long day actually, but I'm gonna be heading to the dealership in probably the next 15-20 minutes. My wife is actually at work, and then at that point I'm gonna be meeting her there, and we're gonna be taking delivery of this beautiful, well spec'd out BMW X5 M Sport package, V58 motor, all-wheel drive, laser lights, all those bells and whistles. And it's been a long journey. If you guys seen it throughout the couple clips, it's been a headache and also a long journey, and we're finally gonna be getting her a BMW. And towards the end, we're gonna be announcing something, and it's gonna be really special, and I'm happy to share with you guys. But I know some people already know, so I can't wait to see her reaction and her taking delivery. She really deserves it. My wife has been amazing. She is the person that, you know, balances me out throughout the madness. She's the one that encouraged me to take risks and do things like this, right? Having a YouTube channel, doing these events with Miguel and the rest of the guys. But I'm excited. This is gonna be a interesting video. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the car. So, all right, so officially on the way to the dealership. And I have to say, I'm like a found believer of everything happens for a reason. As cliche as it sounds, if the original deal didn't fall through, and if that car really did check out, I wouldn't have found this one, right? This spec, this great deal. And we'll jump into another video why it's a good deal. So this is pretty random, it's pretty cool. We're here getting my wife a X5, 2021 X5 that I've been talking about throughout the whole video. You heard the headaches, and randomly, I spoke with Nick. Nick's a subscriber to the channel, he watches the videos, and he actually has a G80 too, which is pretty cool. Which is another reason why the BMW community is one of the best communities out there. But you talked about the car, you talked about how you like your G80.
Love it.
And what's different about your car? Your car is a special color, right?
It is.
What color is it?
It's Dakar yellow. So it's a reboot from the E36 generation. And it's a comp, and it happens to have ceramic brakes on it.
Yeah, and something that I regret not getting. But in a little bit, we'll showcase his car a little bit. I know this is not about his car or my car, it's about my wife's car.
That's right.
But if you guys want to pick up any cars in South Florida and not deal with any of the shadiness I dealt with earlier. Raymond BMW in West Palm.
Come find me. My name's Nick. I'm the general sales manager here. Happy to help you.
All right, Nick.
Cheers, my friend.
Let's check out your car
Thank
real
you.
quick. Let's check out your car.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is Nick's G80 M3 in the car yellow, right? And one thing that you mentioned earlier that I'm kind of jealous about is the carbon ceramics. They don't squeak, right?
Not at all. Just
No,
a little.
just a little
but
bit.
I like it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. This color you have to see in person. It definitely reminds me of my last car because I had a yellow car, but when you see this historic color, it's amazing.
And it's a muted yellow, right?
Yeah. Is it a competition?
It is a comp.
Okay, competition because you probably daily this.
I do. And it now sits on H&R Super Sports.
Yeah.
Got 13mm spacers all the way around.
Did you do the fender liner replacement or did you cut it?
I did not.
You just let it rub and
Zero
that's it?
rub.
Really?
Zero rub.
Okay. Because I end up cutting mine out because I wanted the really aggressive spec and he knows I got something coming on in the future and that's gonna be pretty aggressive.
Yes.
So you just got this, right? Or
It's literally a month and a half old.
oh, okay. So a month and a half old and he went pretty decent with mod so far. OEM plus though.
All OEM plus, my daily driver.
Yeah.
Couple of boot mod
Okay.
changes here.
Yeah,
and
nobody
there,
needs
but
to know
that's
that.
about it. No one needs to know about
yeah,
it.
yeah. But here,
that's it.
this is mine.
Yeah. I love this. I've envied this car. I used it.
Yeah.
That's some of my inspiration.
Okay.
The stance, the spacing. I love every second of it. I love the red on red.
The red on red. It's a
Fiona,
bold.
It's,
You can't beat that. It's a
No.
bold statement.
I love it.
I like how it's very flush, and then what I have coming, it's gonna look even better. All right, give it the first start. Give it the first start. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I love it. I'm so excited.
Look at the ceiling.
Oh, that's dope. That is so cool.
So as you can see, this right here, it's a panoramic LED moonroof that gives it another different feeling. We got the ambient lighting all around. I feel like the ambient lighting is a lot better than my car, right? So what do you think?
Oh my god,
What is your
love
emotions
it.
right now? Tell the people.
I mean, this was such a spontaneous purchase. I had my Volkswagen Taos. I was driving a lot to work, and we've talked about this for quite some time, and then to finally pull the trigger within not even a week, it's just been crazy. So we're both really excited.
The reason why we're getting this car is because
We're having a baby!
we're having a boy.
Yay!
We're having a boy.
So of course I needed more room, you know, and a safer vehicle.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my thing is, that's gesture control. My thing is that she's been my rock. She's been the person that's been in my life to really stabilize me when I got hectic things going on. She's been an absolute dream come true. I love her so much, and I'm really happy to be able to get this car for her. You know, obviously having a kid on the way is something that I wanted to be more safe, you know, because the Volkswagen, it's okay.
I mean, it's a great little ride. There was nothing wrong with it, but clearly you're going from that to this. It's a, you know,
Yeah, we all
night
know
and day.
BMW's crash test ratings are top tier, and they do a really good job. And stay tuned, we're gonna have a follow-up video with this, but just enjoy some of the B-roll.